Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Shifting Tones, the podcast with nerdy tones and shifting formats. I'm your host today, Lorissa, and we are joined together with my lovely co host, Sam.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, and unfortunately, there is no other co host today. Our lovely co host, Steph, is out on vacation, so you'll hear her lovely voice again next week. But I'm sure she'll have lots to tell us and update us about what happened while she was gone. But Sam, how's it been going
Yes,
for you?
it has been going wonderfully. I guess, kind of, just
Kinda.
fine. It
Oh.
was a good weekend, I guess. I'm trying to think. Wow,
It's been a hot second, right?
it has been, and I can't even think of everything that we did this weekend. We did
Right.
babysit our niece
We
the other night, so that was
did.
nice. It's always a good time
Yeah,
hanging out with her.
absolutely.
She's a huge Shifting Tones fan. She is a Samster at
She
heart, you
is.
know.
Absolutely. We love her for that. And we did watch the presidential debate. And so, wow, I think all of prior events that happened this week is just flown out the door because that's all I can think about. I don't know how you feel.
No, I definitely feel that same way. I like I said, I can't even think of what we did this weekend. I thought it was a pretty eventful weekend, and I don't remember. Oh, we had two board game nights, right?
That's right.
Yes, two board game nights.
Yes.
Sorry
So,
to
what
those
games
we
did
played
we
board games with.
play?
We got to play finally Raccoon Tycoon, which
Mm-hmm.
is a board game I've had for about a year now.
All
Haven't gotten to
right.
play until now.
I believe it
I
was a
feel like
Christmas gift.
yeah, I feel like you need the right group of people for
You
it because
do.
you need people who actually want to sit down and play a more I don't even call it a strategy game, but it's
No.
it's a pretty simple game. But I know there's a lot of people who just prefer to play like Uno or Monopoly, something they already
Right.
know.
Very traditional classical games. I would say it's in the realm of Catan or anything like that, where, like,
Right.
when you hear Catan, if you're not a true board game fan, you're like, oh my goodness, Catan is so complicated. And then when you finally sit down and play it, you're like, oh, that was it? That's what I was
Yeah.
intimidated by
Yeah.
this entire time? Like, that's exactly what Raccoon Tycoon is like.
Yeah, it's a very actually simple game. You have one action per turn, and I say it would probably took us only what 5-10 minutes to explain the rules, and then we
Mm-hmm.
just got into it, and it was
Yeah,
fun. And
absolutely.
then we played what was it, Five Crowns, which is
We
a rummy based
did.
game.
That was a lot of fun. I didn't think I was gonna like it because traditionally I don't like those like card games like that, but I had a lot of fun.
And then Hues and Cues, which
Mm-hmm.
oh boy, Hues and Cues. If you haven't played it, play it at least once. It's
Right.
a frustratingly fun game. It's like a hue of colors on the
Right.
board from dark purple all the way to like red, and it's all the colors on the spectrum. And
Mm-hmm.
then you have to pick a color on a card and define that color with one word, and then everybody puts their cone on the color they think you're trying to guess. And
Yeah, the difficult thing is you're not allowed to use any colors. So, like, you can't use the word red, purple, blue. So, when
well,
we
yeah,
played it with family members, it was difficult because there's so many different generations where we're like, oh, this is an iconic color. Let's say Charmander. And so
right.
Sam's dad, my father-in-law, was like, I have no idea what a Charmander is. And so we're just like scratching our head trying to think of what other color could be associated with that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Let's see. So I think that pretty much covers what I did this weekend.
Yeah. We also had the art festival too, which was one of my bigger
Oh yeah, well
ones.
I was gonna let you talk
Yeah.
about that. I'm so I figured
I'm sorry.
I didn't know if we were doing casual, like I do my small talk, you do yours, or if we're just talking about the weekend in general.
I think since the listeners know that we live together, that we can casually discuss our
That's
weekend
fair. That's fair.
together.
Yeah, you tell them about the art festival.
Yeah, so it was a lovely art festival, and so it was in a lovely little historic downtown area and classic fall Midwest way. It was cold and chilly in the morning. I was bundled up in my cute little outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I had a jean jacket on, and then by the end of the event, I was sunburnt and sweating.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it went from like
yeah.
probably 55, 60
Mm-hmm.
degrees in the morning for the first 2-3 hours
Absolutely.
to I don't know, probably like high 70s, but with no shade, no
No,
coverage. So
absolutely
the sun just
not.
being down on you, which isn't, 70s isn't that hot, but when the sun's just
No.
cooking you.
Absolutely. And that's the tricky thing about fall in the Midwest is like, you're like, oh, I'm fine. Summer's over. I don't need to worry about slather on that sunscreen or like drinking back lots of water bottles while I'm outside. No, no, no. That sun's still evil. It will
Yes,
attack
absolutely.
you.
But the show did
Mm-hmm.
well.
Absolutely.
You got rid of almost all of your shirts that you've been trying
I
to get rid of for a
did.
while. They
Mm-hmm.
are really cool.
They are.
Ones that Larissa's handmade.
Yep. I also have screen printed ones, which, if you are interested, listeners, you can go onto my website and buy one.
Oh,
So,
selfless plug, yeah.
yeah, shameless, absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah,
our
controversial
weekend is over.
corner. What's
Yeah,
going
I don't
on?
even know if they're controversial. There's fun things I have like one controversial point, but the other ones are just two video game things I heard over
Okay.
the weekend. So have you ever heard of a game called City Skyline?
Is it similar to like SimCity?
It is similar, but it's apparently very, very intuitive. Like you have to do city planning, you have to do urban planning, you have
Okay.
to like
Oh, it's like
design like roads
advanced
and parks
SimCity.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really, really cool. I've
Mm-hmm.
never heard of it, so I looked into it and I definitely want to get it
Oh,
because that's
it's
right up my
incredible.
alley.
Yeah.
I found out about this because I was watching a TikTok from Co-op 64.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a group of brothers and friends that do video game things, and they were doing the top 10 most replayable games according to Game Rant.
Mm.
And
That's
number
fair.
one was Minecraft, but number two
Huh.
was this City Skylines game. So I thought that was
Okay.
interesting. There's a couple other games I'd never heard on
Sure.
there before.
Okay.
The same people who make Civilization games
Oh, Civ,
made a
yeah.
Pirates game that's
Interesting.
extremely replayable and popular
Huh.
to this day.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. I mean, I've heard of like Ticket to Ride, and I know there's a lot of online versions of that game you can play as well.
Yeah, no, it says Pirates.
Huh.
It came out in like 2005, I think, and they've done some like updates or remakes since then. Civ was on there, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Skyrim, I think, was on there, and then just a couple other games like I had never heard of. Blade and Mount, or Mountain Blade. Yeah, Mount and Blade.
Sims for
No, Sims is not
Bueller.
on there. Nope.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, have you ever heard of? It's I guess a fairly new thing I've never heard about, and it's like blowing up right now. Is Astrobot on the PS5?
Interesting. Is it about like influence from Astro Boy, like anime from the 60s?
No. I don't know if you remember. There was like for a short period of time, there was on the PlayStation these like little like mascot guys. It was
Okay.
like PlayStation's mascot is new like this little robot thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was just like a little interactive thing you could do on the
Oh,
PlayStation.
fun.
I don't remember anything about it, but now it's got its own game called
Okay.
Astrobot, and people are calling it the new Mario, bigger than Mario.
That
It's
is
PlayStation's
controversial.
new mascot, and it's going to evolve into this huge world like Mario has over the years. People are
Huh.
saying it's really fun. It's got 94% on Metacritic,
Wow.
96% on Google reviews. So
Interesting. Oh,
yeah,
I guess watch out, Nintendo. They're coming for your Mario.
that's right. And then the last thing is the only controversial point in my controversial corner
Mhm.
is in Hogwarts
Mhm.
in the Harry Potter books.
Sure.
Why are all the houses represented by muggle animals? Because it's a world of wizards and witchcraft and crazy animals like hippogriffs and centaurs and nargles and all these weird animals that you've seen in the
Oh, the Fantastic Beasts one.
Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's about Fantastic Beasts.
Right.
And they use an eagle, a lion, a snake, and a badger.
Yeah, you know.
And it's Ravenclaw, and it's not even a raven, it's an eagle.
I know.
I just wish J.K. Rowling could have been more creative or smart.
Well,
and
she's
she
a
wasn't.
turf, so that's why.
If she was smart, she would have used Fantastic Beasts instead of just regular old boring muggle animals.
Absolutely. Well, I do know that she does get a lot of her like class and house organizations for like the school based off of like real house systems and classes and structures from actual British schools. So she probably just was like, let me see what the most popular mascots are for this premier British school.
Right, and she wrote it when there was only the first book at the time. Right. Probably not thinking, oh, how can I make this into a multiverse or something? So
absolutely. So.
I will give her cut her a little slack, I guess, on that.
I don't know.
On that. Well, that's all I got.
Okay, fair enough. We did bring up the presidential debate. Do you want to give your quick controversial corner 5-second review of it?
People are not eating dogs or cats in Springfield, Ohio. So, that's
there's
all I got.
Okay, fair enough. I will say 10 out of 5 infuriating to watch. Please vote carefully and let's not vote someone in. We're not a political podcast. Who likes dictators. No. But since we brought it up, I figured we might as well give our little recap of it.
Yep.
But yeah, I did bring up that one of my last art shows of the year was a fall fest of sorts. And so I figured, why not make our topic about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Mm-hmm. So what comes to mind when you think of fall?
Oh, crunchy leaves.
Mm-hmm.
apple cider,
Yeah,
pumpkins, hay rides, corn mazes, scary movies,
absolutely.
um,
Anything else?
cozy sweaters,
Those are all wonderful fall descriptor
the color
items.
orange.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Did I get them all?
You're missing a few, and
Whoa. I got more points than Steph, though, right?
well, Steph's not here,
Right, so I did.
so
Yeah.
fair enough. No, you did miss a few key items, and I think we're gonna date ourselves here because we're both millennials. I mean, I might want to call myself a cusper. I feel like I might want to call myself Gen Z like 20 years from now, so I can at least pretend I'm more youthful. But you're forgetting about pumpkin spice lattes,
I don't do those.
basic white girls, and BuzzFeed personality
Well,
quizzes.
I don't think basic white girls is just a fall thing.
No, it
I
definitely is.
think they exist year round.
Yeah, but
They live among us.
No, sure, but they really come out in full force during fall. I mean, do you see anyone else going that ham over fall? Not Halloween, fall.
Yes, a lot of people, but what I think basic white girls are a year-round tradition. What was the last thing you said after that?
Oh, BuzzFeed personality quizzes.
Oh, that's the number one thing I forget about when fall comes around.
Absolutely. And so that's what we're doing today.
Okay.
We're doing some fun BuzzFeed personality quizzes revolved around fall. So are you excited?
Oh, I'm pumped. I love these. We used to, like, on some nights where we just couldn't fall asleep, we'd be, like, laying there and be like, hey, do you want to find out which type of donut you are? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
So I can't say it's back by popular demand by any means. We did do an episode like this in the past, but I feel like it's been long enough, and as you all know, I'm obsessed with them. So are you ready to start them without further ado?
Let's get into it.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
All right. And so, in honor of things that just came out, it is the fall time, as you know. You said scary movies, you know?
Yes.
That's
yes,
what you
love
think
scary
about when you
movies.
think of fall? What just came out in the theaters last weekend? Let me think.
Let's
It starts with a
see.
B.
Blue's Clues the movie.
No.
No.
Beetlejuice.
Don't
and
say it one more time.
I know. Then it'll come. Oh my goodness. I don't want to see Michael Keaton again. Do we want to talk about that movie at all? We haven't seen it in theaters yet.
No, haven't seen it yet.
Unfortunately.
We probably will see it this weekend.
Absolutely. We're pumped. I'm a big fan of the original. Are you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I just think that movie is just a good, I don't know, it's just a quintessential cult classic.
Yeah, comedy, horror movie. I guess if you want to even call it horror, but
yeah,
it's more
I think
of a
it's
comedy
scary.
than anything.
I mean, it definitely scared me when I was a kid. I don't know about you. Like those
when I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I don't know, it still kind of freaks me out during those like surreal scenes where they're like outside their house and everything. Like, oof.
Well, how about we call it a spooky comedy?
Okay. I can live with that. You know what it reminds me of, and I feel like maybe the creators of this show got inspiration from it? Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, they had to have.
Right?
They had to have, yeah.
Absolutely. Especially like the outdoor like house scenes.
Did you know there was a Beetlejuice cartoon?
No.
Yeah, I remember watching it a very, very little because, and this is a weird tangent real quick, sorry.
No, go for it.
Is I believe in the start, in like the intro song to it, the opening sequence of it, there's like a talking foot, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And there was a podiatrist, that's the people that work on feet, right?
That sounds right.
Podiatrist office in our town that had a foot on its sign with like eyes and a mouth, I think.
Oh, like in your actual like hometown growing up? Oh, that's weird.
And
oh no.
All I kept thinking was like, oh, they had to have been tied to Beetlejuice somehow.
I would hope so. Otherwise, I don't know what that's about. I mean, I guess you're trying to make your office seem more friendly towards children, but I don't know too many children who go, well, I guess if you have like
I don't think any kids are like, I'm excited to go to the podiatrist.
Yeah. That's so strange. Do you remember it enough to give it a review, like a 10 out of 10 or anything like that?
I never went to a podiatrist as a kid. I had zero reason to.
No, the Beetlejuice cartoon.
Oh, cartoon. I think it was fine. Probably like a 5 out of 10. I don't remember it being super exciting or anything.
Yeah, let's just stick to the original. And I hope the sequel, which I'm happy that it wasn't just like a redo, it was like a proper sequel and a continuation of the series. Hopefully that's good.
I've heard it's more singing.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah, a lot of 7 to 8 out of 10s I've seen. So
well, I think that's pretty good. I mean, usually sequels land around that part, so if not worse. So okay.
Yep. Okay.
We'll see. We'll give a review next week.
Absolutely.
All right. So now, this is the title of it. It's time to find out which Beetlejuice character you are.
Okay, I'm
You
excited.
ready? Okay. And this was done by an actual BuzzFeed staff. So remember, it's funny enough, I went on my phone earlier today to see if I could pick out some fun personality quizzes for you. And now they have just a whole section of AI generated quizzes. Like no one's even touching it. It's a
lame.
robot thing. I know, right? I was like, wow, how far we've come.
That's dumb.
I know, I agree. Anyway, here's your first question.
Okay.
First, pick a theme for a Halloween party you'd love to attend.
Okay.
So there's 6 options, okay? Listen
Wow, okay.
closely. Murder mystery, classic horror films, superheroes, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Disney villains, 70s disco fever.
Ooh, now these are all really good.
Absolutely.
I think with our group of friends, I think I would really enjoy trying to see a Disney villain
Sure.
Halloween party. I don't know if that would be my like number one go-to, because I think I would.
One you would love to attend, though.
I know, but I think I would love to see everybody trying to dress up like.
Okay.
I want to see Steph as Jafar or something, you know.
Would be silly.
But I'll do a murder mystery. I think that'd be the most fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to a murder mystery party myself. All right. Second question. You're walking through a haunted house. What would scare you the most? Blood, spiders, clowns, someone chasing me, being trapped in a locked room, anyone who pops up out of nowhere.
Being trapped in a locker room, because like
fair.
all those other things are like,
Mhm.
yeah, I guess practical effects. What was the other one besides being chased or being locked in a room, not being chased?
Well, I'll just read them for you real quick.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Blood.
Yep.
Spiders.
Eh.
Clowns.
Eh.
Someone chasing me.
Okay.
Being trapped in a locked room, and anyone who pops up out of nowhere. Like that jump scare.
Like pop up,
Yeah.
the classic. Yeah, it's between the chasing and getting locked room, but like getting in a locked room in a haunted house just seems like a bad idea.
Oh, absolutely. Like, ugh. Because, like, not only do you not know what's trapped in there with you, you have no idea what's going to come out when you're leaving. So, ugh.
Did they lose the key? Is it, can I break out of there if need be? You know, all that stuff.
Absolutely. Good choice.
Yep.
All right. Pick an 80s song to sing at karaoke. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
Take On Me by Aha.
Oh, yep.
Classic. I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Every Breath You Take by The Police. Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Like a Prayer by Madonna. You sure that's not supposed to be Like a Virgin?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the actual title is.
Are we sure this isn't AI generated? Miss BuzzFeed staff member. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
Take On Me?
Yeah, Take On Me. It's got a fun music video.
Absolutely.
It's a fun song. It was between that and Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
What are you gonna do during the long, awkward instrumental parts, though? Are you gonna do like the actual dance?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Good choice. All right, now choose an iconic TV character to haunt a house with. Oh, I've never thought of haunting a house with anyone like that. I just assumed if I was haunting a house, I'd be a solitary ghost.
Oh yeah, I'd be a little tricky guy.
So
I'd be that one that just kind of moves things ever so slightly. Like, I don't remember setting the TV remote right here. I'm like, yeah, you put it on a ceiling fan. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you ever think that you would have a partner in crime for your ghost adventures?
No, but it makes sense. I would hope
Absolutely.
I'd have somebody. Be lonely without anybody, you know?
That's fair. All right, so who are you going to pick out of this list?
Okay.
Negan from The Walking Dead, Ira from Game of Thrones, Phoebe from Friends, Kermit the Frog from The Muppet Show, Eleven from Stranger Things, and Roman from Succession. Roman's the youngest brother, just
I remember Roman. What was the Game of Thrones character you said?
Negan.
No, Game of Thrones.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Ira.
What?
Ira Stark.
Can you spell that for me?
Arya.
Arya?
Oh, sorry.
You've seen the show.
I have. Well, I saw the first season and the last
Ira?
season.
I don't know Ira.
My bad, guys.
I'm
a big fan.
I'm gonna have to go with Kermit the Frog, because
Kermit the Frog.
He's gonna have the most hilarious hijinks.
That's
He's
fair.
gonna be silly.
Okay.
And if it's true, Kermit the Frog, that means there's somebody controlling him. And so I feel like I get a third person at that point.
That's a cheat code.
It is a cheat code, yeah.
I think I would have picked Phoebe. She's such a jokester, and I feel like she'd be fun to be around.
Yeah, Phoebe would have been good too.
Yeah. All right. Like Barbara and Adam from Beetlejuice, you're now trapped in a home. Which fictional setting would you want to be in?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just chuckling at these options. Bridgerton house from Bridgerton, Monica's apartment from Friends, the McAllister's house from Home Alone, Ellie and Carl's house from Up, the Crawleys' castle from Downton Abbey, the Burrow from Harry Potter.
Ooh, probably the house from Home Alone.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I think
Interesting. Why that one?
It's large.
Okay.
It's not like around some sort of specific style or weirdness to it, you know?
I mean, I guess.
They're like a clearly upper middle class, like suburban white family.
Sure.
They have it's stocked. It's got retro video games
true.
in it and movies.
Yeah.
I assume it's stuck in the 80s, so
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna go with that because I think it's the best option.
Okay. I think I would have gone for the castle from Downton Abbey, just for the vibes, you know?
Never seen the show, so I couldn't have chose it.
Oh, well, I guess that's fair. But it's a big castle. I've technically never seen it either, but I know enough about it to know.
Right.
It's cool.
Yeah, but could you imagine the heating cost?
Right, but you're not paying for it. Like,
I assume if I'm the owner, I have to pay for it.
No, you're just trapped in it.
Oh, okay. Well, fair.
All right. And next question.
Okay.
Which Beetlejuice universe character would you want to scare? Interesting.
Okay.
Rory, Bob, Jane, Beetlejuice, Otho, I forgot how to pronounce his name, and Jeremy.
I don't know who any of these people are besides Beetlejuice, so we're going with Beetlejuice.
Fair enough.
We should probably rewatch the first movie
We
before
definitely
we go see the second
should.
one.
Bob is the one with the really short, shrunken head. If that
Oh,
rings
is
a
it?
bell.
Oh, he's funny. No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Beetlejuice because
Okay.
I feel like he'd be the hardest to scare, so I want to try to scare him.
You like a challenge, I see.
Oh yeah. Especially with Kermit on my side, I think we got this.
Yeah, I think he would laugh at you, and then like somehow he would respect you enough to actually be scared by you. I don't know how that would work, but I don't know. He likes comedy.
Absolutely.
All right. Finally, pick a Tim Burton movie to watch tonight.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I know which one you're picking. Batman Returns, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Edward Scissorhands, Sweeney Todd, Beetlejuice, or The Big Fish.
Big Fish.
I know.
That's my favorite movie of all time. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's the best movie ever made, and it's a Tim Burton film. I definitely would have chosen Batman if Big Fish wasn't on there.
That's fair. I think it's super silly. The silliest Batman series are definitely the Tim Burton ones, but
But they're fun.
They are. Congratulations, Sam.
Yes.
You are Lydia Dietz.
Oh, yes. Thank goodness. I got like the best character in the movie.
You
so.
did, absolutely. Do you want me to read the description?
Yeah, of course. They need to know.
Absolutely. Your personality matches Lydia. You're creative, serious, and friendly. Like Lydia, you've always been wise beyond your years. You're someone who marches to the beat of your own drum, and you don't care what others think. Well, some people might see you as a little odd. You stay true to yourself.
Ain't that the truth? You hear that, people? I am a god among men. Fear me and obey me.
Absolutely.
Or just, hang out with me and have a good time.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to have a god complex around me all the time.
No. Yeah, I have more of a Scooby-Doo complex.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, hopefully you're not the adult in the situation and you're, like, scamming everyone.
No.
Good. Yeah, and watching those back now as an adult, I'm just like, wow, okay. You go, Scooby-Doo gang. You fight the patriarchy and capitalism.
Oh, no, when I said Scooby-Doo complex, I meant the dog Scooby.
Oh!
Specifically
okay.
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm glad you didn't pick Scrappy, because that would have been...
Right. No, that would have been bad. All right, what's the next quiz we got, Larissa?
Choose some autumn words and see which fall decor aesthetic you are.
Oh, okay. I like a good fall decor aesthetic.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to decorate, even though it's only September. We're getting there. Probably we'll start decorating in a couple weeks. So
yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. We got some good decorations and stuff.
We got some good vintagey ones.
We do. Are you ready? Did you grab your PSL?
Oh, my PlayStation Live. Yes, I got it ready to go. I just renewed my subscription.
Oh, goodness.
So I can play Astrobot.
For sure. For listeners who don't know, Sam absolutely hates hot drinks, so you can go ahead and razz him in the comments.
I like hot cocoa.
Section.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just hot cocoa.
Okay.
Speaking of PlayStation Live, sorry, did you see that the PS5 Pro is coming out and it's $700?
That is... See, I don't know how I feel about that, because we were talking about this not too long ago, of like, what are consoles going to be like in the future, since PCs now are a lot more affordable to the everyday man, and it seems like a lot of the big up-and-coming games that are popular right now are primarily played on the PC, so it's just like, do you want to spend $700 on a dedicated system that can only do video games, or are you going to buy a computer where you can do everything on it? So I think it's interesting that they chose that price point because it's essentially a computer
that you can't computer on.
Right. And so, like, if you want to have all those good graphic cards and chips, like, I know you could easily spend $700 to upgrade with that. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, all it is, the Pro just gives you updated graphics and some smoother gameplay, but, like, PS5 was fine to begin with, so.
Absolutely. And I mean, at this point, like, you would have to have some serious RAM for, like, the level of, like, frames per second to really matter, because your eyes are not going to detect that much of a difference at this point.
You have to have a good TV too.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it unless Sony, you want to do a you want to do a promotion on here, you want to work together, reach out to shiftingtonespod@gmail.com.
Yeah, please sponsor us, send us a
sponsor
free goodie one.
Future sponsor Sony perhaps.
Yeah, but talking about PSLs, I was talking, of course, about pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Duh. So, now that we're in the proper mood again, pick a word.
Okay.
Harvest, acorn, pumpkin, foliage.
Foliage.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, oh yeah. I have quite the repertoire of words in my head.
Very French,
Yes, yeah.
Pick another word. Cornfield, bonfire, chili, sweater.
Bonfire.
Ooh, interesting. I'm surprised you didn't go with chili. You like to be nice and cold.
I don't know why, but when you said chili, I assumed you meant the food.
I mean, you could.
So I was like, yeah, chili sounds good, but I prefer a bonfire. Like, I like a good chili, but...
Very dual. It's appropriate either way, so...
Wendy's chili is slept on.
It is. It's not too bad. All right. Pick another word. Mums, as in the flower, not moms, you British people. That's weird. Say it right.
Wow. Okay.
I know I'm coming out for you. The jugglers are coming out,
I don't even know if you know
I didn't say
means,
that
right?
phrase right. Nope.
What's the next word?
We're going to keep going. Orchard, rustle, crisp.
Rustle?
Yeah, like rustling leaves.
Oh, let's go with crisp.
That's a solid word.
Oh, yeah. It's a good word. It's a good crisp word.
Yeah, it's on the board, as one would
sure
say.
hope so.
All right, pick another word. Maple, cider, breeze, scarecrow.
Let's go with scarecrow.
Oh, spooky. You do love your scary movies.
Yeah, but I just like the idea of a scarecrow. I think it's a fun... I think of, like, Howl's Moving Castle scarecrow, too.
Absolutely. I was going to say, are you more of the, like, realistic kind of scarecrow guy, or, like, a jolly, happy cartoon
I like
guy?
a jolly, happy, like, Wizard of Oz kind of scarecrow. Because in Labyrinthian, the horror game we play, there's a scarecrow monster, and he's absolutely horrible.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, so every monster in there has a trigger, and they scream when you trigger them.
Oh, no.
And his is just ear piercing, and then he's breathing down on you the whole time he's chasing you. And the only way to get rid of him is to get into a safe room, and it's just it's a lot of work. I'm sorry that's a rant, but I hate
It's all
scarecrow.
good. All right, so I'm surprised you picked scarecrow then, since you hate it so much.
I like other scarecrows. It's a fun
fair.
word to say too, scarecrow.
Yeah, it's true. All right, pick another word. Mellow, gourds, amber, hearth.
What?
Sorry. Do you want me to repeat those?
No, what's the last one?
Hearth. Like, as in, like, a fireplace hearth.
Like a hearth?
Hearth. Oh, my gosh.
I'm glad you're doing a podcast where you have to pronounce words all the
I
time.
feel like you could pronounce it that way. I mean,
you can pronounce
this
20
is...
different words 20 different ways today.
Right. Well, you're also learning that I was a kid who read a lot, and so there's a lot of words that I've only, like, really read and never really spoken. And there's not too many reasons for me to say hearth too often.
I suppose. I'm going to go with gourds.
All right. It's a funny
gourds
word,
is the funniest
too.
word, yeah.
And I love pumpkins.
I don't think mellow. I don't think of fall when I hear mellow.
No.
Because I think of mellow yellow,
Same.
and I think that's a summery drink.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Or, Death Note. But you didn't watch the second part. Mellow.
Oh, is that a person?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't watch part 2.
No, you didn't. Which I told him you
told me
didn't
not
have
to. Yeah.
It's not worth it. I mean, if you're a completionist, it is, but you can stop in the first half.
Fair enough. All right, next word.
Pick a word. Cinnamon, hayride, brisk, harvest moon.
Ooh, I gotta go with brisk. I love that word, brisk. It's brisk outside.
I know,
it's a good descriptor.
Good word. And the only thing that it reminds me of, though, just like mellow, is the iced tea. And so I think of summer. Like,
oh, interesting. Yeah, I was gonna go with harvest moon. Because I like a harvest moon,
it's
and
so
I like
pretty.
The game Harvest Moon sounds fun in concept. I've never played it.
Very cozy, very fall forward. Yeah.
I'll go with brisk.
Okay, fair enough. Pick another word.
Okay.
Chestnut, haystack, pecan, mulch.
Let's go with haystack. Because
Okay.
mulch gives me summer vibes, like you're mulching your yard. I think you're supposed to do it in the fall,
You are, yeah.
but I imagine gardening.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the first word?
The first word? Let me go back. Chestnut.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Chestnut's Christmas. Roasting chestnuts on an open
Yeah,
fire.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Also,
haystack.
mulch, I just think of the smell. It's not
Yeah,
pleasant.
and it's not. It's the worst smell.
Yeah. So congratulations, Sam.
Yes.
You're
What decor am I?
modern.
Modern Halloween decor?
Yes, so your fall decor aesthetic is modern. You like to stay up to date on the latest trends. So think basic white girl.
Oh, yes, they exist year round.
No, but this is like the quintessential, like, upper middle class white family. They all wear the same flannels. They got their cute little pumpkins with the big sign.
Oh, gross.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, it's the worst. Yeah.
That's
I wanted like
whimsical,
cozy, whimsical. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry,
I like
babe.
spoopy over spooky when it comes to decorations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. All right.
I want a cat with a little witch's head as opposed to like a goblin.
No, that's good.
What's the next quiz, Larissa? Hit me.
I'm working on it. I apologize. All right, Sam. Here it is. I pulled it right back up for you.
Okay, I'm excited.
Oh, you should be. The title is "There's a Fall Comfort Dish to Match Everyone. Here's which classic you are." And
Okay.
this one was uploaded by the community, so it's it's good when it's a community member who uploaded it.
Absolutely.
So, what's your ideal way to spend a chilly fall afternoon? Curled up on the couch with a good book and a blanket? Baking something sweet while listening to your favorite playlist? Going for a scenic walk to admire the fall foliage? Try saying that like 3 times fast.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hosting a cozy movie marathon with friends?
Let's do. Oh man, I do like driving to go see the leaves change.
You have some
but
good sites
cozy
around here
movie night
too.
with friends.
Mhm.
This is tough. Let's do the foliage. That's something we always like try to do
We do.
in the fall. Go to the
Mhm.
different metro parks and see.
Yeah, especially during like peak season with the color
Yeah.
change, especially all the yellow leaves. Makes everything look so golden and bright and heavenly. It's so fun.
And mellow.
Mellow, eh? What's your favorite fall drink? I wonder what it is. Spiced apple cider, warm and
Okay.
fragrant. PSL, pumpkin spice latte, of course. A rich cup of chai with lots of cinnamon. Or a steaming mug of hot chocolate with whipped cream.
I'm going to have to go with a Cherry Coke Zero. Nice ice cold Cherry Coke Zero. Again, if you want to sponsor us, reach out to shiftingtonespod@gmail.com. We will happily accept a Cherry Coke Zero sponsorship. I'll go with hot cocoa. Unless, can the cider be
What?
cold or is it just
No,
warm?
it's warm.
I did drink that chai you had that one time.
It was good, right?
It was delicious. But I'm going to go with hot cocoa.
Okay. I know you. All right. Choose a fall activity. Pumpkin carving with friends, visiting an apple orchard, baking a pie from scratch, watching the leaves change colors on a nature hike.
I feel like the drive is the same thing as the nature hike.
I agree.
I've never carved pumpkins with friends before. It's always
Never?
been No, it's either been like when I was a kid, like me, my brothers, and my dad.
Sure.
Or me and my mom, and then when I got older, it was me and you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think
Huh.
I've ever carved pumpkins with friends before.
Interesting.
I mean, you're my friend, of course, but
I was gonna say I'm offended.
let's see. Let's do baking a pie from scratch. I love baking. I've never made a pie before.
No.
I don't think I'd be bad at it, and I love apple pie.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you only like apple pie, fun fact, because that was what my family de facto forced you to eat during our first get to know each other meal to meet the parents. So
yeah, first ever. I think we've talked about this on the podcast before, but first time ever going over to Larissa's house to meet her family. They invited me over for dinner. Super nervous, of course. And they had this huge spread. They had a nice salad, and they had fruit and veggies, pasta and chicken, and all these like great foods. And they're like, oh, dessert's next, and I'm like, sweet. You can't go wrong with dessert.
Nope.
How can you mess up dessert? And they bring out apple pie. And I'd never actually had apple pie before.
It's intimidating.
But I don't like a lot of. At the time, I didn't like a lot of fruit filling things. Now this is a while ago. But I was like, you know what? I'm here. I have to make a good impression. I will try some. I know it's supposed to be good with ice cream. I'll get a scoop of ice cream on the side. And boy, did I eat the heck out of that. It was delicious. So pumpkin pie is still my favorite, but
absolutely,
I feel like an apple pie would be fun to make.
Yeah, And we just, like you said, watched our niece, and you did some baking with her, and that was super cute.
Made some strawberry muffins.
All right. How do you decorate your home for the fall? Cozy blankets and lots of candles. A bowl of fresh apples and a pumpkin on the porch. Fall-themed wreaths and garlands. Rustic decor with lots of wood and earth tones.
I feel like we go with the cozy with lots of candles.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, I feel like we kind of have a mix of everything.
We do.
But I like the cozy candle. I like all the candles lit in like the evening where the sun sets early and we can watch a spooky movie or something.
Absolutely. We're definitely much more of a Halloween household than a fall vibe house, but
with decorations, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite fall scent? Warm vanilla and marshmallow, freshly baked apple pie, pumpkin spice and everything nice, bonfire smoke, and crisp autumn air.
Ooh, bonfire smoke and crisp autumn air.
Yeah, I love a good fire. So
I like vanilla smells. I like more fruity smells, and there's like some more warmy smells like cinnamon and apple and pumpkin and that kind of stuff. So
yeah. What's your ultimate fall comfort food? A bowl of creamy.
Chipotle.
I'm sorry.
Chipotle. Type it in. Hand type it. Scratch it into the monitor.
No, sorry, you can't pick that one. It's not on the list. I can't scratch it in either.
It's on the board. It's on the board.
No.
Guarantee it.
All right. You might like one of these things on here.
Okay.
Actually, I do know you like one of these things. So.
Okay.
A bowl of creamy tomato soup with grilled cheese.
Gross.
You like grilled cheese, just not the tomato
with tomato soup.
part.
Anybody out there who likes tomato soup, you're kidding yourself. Either you were forced into it as a child. Nobody likes eating tomato soup or like Bloody Marys. I don't know.
I would disagree with you. People are allowed to like what they like, but I also
tomato
don't
soup,
like tomatoes.
Big Soup. If you're listening out there, we're open for a sponsorship.
Oh yeah, Sam also doesn't like soups, so you can also
that's a hot liquid.
Yell at him.
We covered.
Yeah, I guess people usually don't think of soups like that, but you're not wrong.
Maybe I would like a what is it? A ceviche? Is that what it's? No, not ceviche.
You're thinking of a cold soup, a gazpacho.
Gazpacho, yeah. Maybe I'd like a gazpacho.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like a chili consistency, and you like chili.
Yeah, chili's good.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. Sorry. So gazpacho.
No, grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Oh, right. Okay.
A warm slice of apple pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Oh, there it is.
See?
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
A hearty beef stew with crusty bread.
Okay.
Yeah. Pumpkin bread with a hint of cinnamon.
Ooh.
I know.
That's really good too.
Mm-hmm. They all give different
I'm
feels.
baking the pie, so I'm going to eat the pie.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
It's the pie I baked.
What's your go-to cozy fall outfit? A soft sweater, leggings, and fuzzy socks.
I always wear leggings.
Absolutely. A flannel shirt, jeans, and boots. A cardigan scarf and your favorite jeans. A chunky knit sweater, beanie, and ankle boots.
I feel like I'm a mix of a few of these, but I always go like, I feel like my fall is always like, I have like 5 different flannels.
Right,
so
you
flannel
have a uniform.
t-shirt, jeans, and my street boots.
Street boots.
They need to be recobbled.
They do, absolutely. The ones that you found on the streets of Canada.
That's right.
All right. And you're having friends over for a fall dinner. What's on the menu? Creamed butternut squash soup with a side of warm bread. Yeah, I already knew that was instant no.
Who's coming over for that? Who's like, guys, we're having
people.
dinner tonight. What's the main course? Butternut squash soup.
Be surprised. You know, I think Mormon girlies would watch that. Talking about Mormon girlies, side quest real quick. Been watching the new Hulu documentary about the secret lives of Mormon wives, which I can't really call it a documentary, but I've been loving it. I don't usually watch reality trash TV like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, so that's what this is for me, and I'm enjoying it.
And Steph's husband loves a good 12-hour soup.
He does.
Maybe he'd be over for the big squash soup.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Continue.
Yes. Homemade apple crisp with a scoop of ice cream. I know.
Classic.
Just apple pie for like everything.
I'm going to eat nothing but apples.
They couldn't think of anything on this quiz. They're like, pie. Yeah.
What's that thing we talked about 5 times on this quiz?
Pumpkin ravioli with sage butter sauce.
What?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
It
Pumpkin
is.
ravioli?
Mm-hmm.
No. All right. There's got to be a normal dish on here.
No. These are all Mormon things, so don't worry. A slow cooked pot roast with roasted vegetables.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, the pot roast.
The pot roast. You don't want ice cream again with your pie?
No, not for a whole meal. If I'm inviting people over, I'm going to cook a nice meal. And Steph's husband can have his 12-hour soup.
Okay.
And the rest of us will have our pot roast.
That's good. But I'm also chuckling because your comfort meal, like your aesthetic, your vibe.
Oh, yeah. What is it? That was the last question?
That was the last question. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you're prepared for this.
All right. What is it?
Tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Oh, come on. Come on. Are you serious?
I'm
This quiz
dead
doesn't know me.
serious.
Let me tell you what it is, folks. Let me tell you what my comfort fall food is. It's a
Oh,
Chipotle
man.
burrito with a
No.
can of Cherry Coke Zero on the side. It's a perfect fall meal. That's what they
man.
should have said.
Sorry.
Let's rewrite the algorithm for this. Let's get into the files. Let's change it up. Call BuzzFeed. Get my manager on the phone.
Well, it seems like you got beef with a specific community member, so
I thought it was a group.
yeah. Well, the community member of BuzzFeed, like these are just like fan.
I thought like a
ones.
community of BuzzFeed members got together. And
No. This is like an unofficial official quiz. But do you
so
want
we only have to challenge one person to a
It's true.
fisticuffs.
You just
Okay.
got to figure it out. It's an anonymous person. I'm sure you can do it.
I'm kidding. You made a great list. It's
Mhm.
just not my cup of tea as far as my comfort food.
Yeah. How would you know that there was someone who existed that doesn't like soups? Who would have thought?
Who
But
would have thought?
Do you want me to read the description of it?
I guess it doesn't matter, but yeah, sure.
You're a classic comfort lover who enjoys the simple pleasures in life, like a warm bowl of tomato soup paired with a gooey grilled cheese. You're all about coziness and nostalgia. You're the type who finds joy in the little things, and your down-to-earth nature makes you a comforting presence for those around you.
See, all that's fine.
Cute.
I guess it's not wrong. I would eat a grilled cheese. I love a good grilled cheese.
Mhm.
I just wouldn't eat the soup. Because a lot of times in grade school, that was like I went to a Catholic grade school. So
Yeah.
Fridays was either like cheese pizza, fish sticks, or grilled cheese and tomato soup. And let me tell you, those are the worst grilled cheeses. Because it's always on Texas toast with one slice of cheese in the middle. And it's just like all bread. And like if I saw that on the menu,
Right.
like, I'm going to pack lunch. Give me a PB&J.
No, that's
whatever.
fair. Absolutely. All right. We have one last final quiz for you
we have
guys.
one left? Okay, I
yeah,
wasn't
we do. No, you're good. And so I think this is a good one to wrap it up and to give you guys an idea of what you should do to celebrate the beginning of fall.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Yes.
How should you ring in fall? Eat a bunch of orange foods to find out.
Oh, okay. I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
Was it carotene? No.
Yeah,
is that
carotene. No, you're
carotene?
right. Absolutely. That's what's in carrots.
Oh, I don't know why I was getting carotene and kerosene mixed up in my head.
Yeah, those are two different things.
And then
Oh,
what is
boy.
it when your skin turns like orange? I know it's not jaundice. That's when it turns yellow from liver disease.
Yeah.
I assume it's something along the lines of that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
I eat all these orange foods.
So, yes, which I think is the most quintessential peak BuzzFeed quiz of like silliness and like basic white girlness.
Is it going to tell me which Disney princess I am?
I think you'll just have to take another one to figure that out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, pick one. Cantaloupe, fried chicken, marmalade toast, orange muffins, papaya, sweet potato fries.
Are orange muffins just like muffins with like orange zest in them?
I'm taking a look at this picture, and I also have not heard of an orange muffin before.
Because I've had pumpkin muffins before that are
same.
orange, and they are
Mhm.
bright orange.
Right, absolutely. No, this looks like it's a muffin, and they put oranges on top.
I don't consider fried chicken normally orange, but I guess if you put
Yeah.
buffalo sauce in it,
Mhm.
yeah, we'll go fried chicken.
Fried chicken? Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice. Pick another one. Carrot soup. That's your favorite.
Carrot soup, love it. Can't get enough.
Nope. Kebabs, pumpkin pie, roast chicken, sashimi, tangerines.
God, part of me wants to go straight chicken on this. Just keep seeing how many
Chicken
chicken
all the way
answers I
down.
can get. What kind of kebabs?
It isn't specific, but
Kebabs aren't orange.
well, it looks like they got carrots on there.
Oh, okay. What was the one after kebab?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. I'll go pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie.
All right, good choice. Let's see what else. Pick another one. Butter chicken, glazed
I
carrots.
could have went all chicken.
You could have.
Ah,
You missed
okay.
your opportunity. Too bad. It's too late.
Yep.
Kumquats, orange juice, sweet potato pie, tom yum.
This is actually tough. I like quite a few of these.
You
I'm gonna go
do.
glazed carrots. We've been on a carrot kick lately,
We have. They're good.
and if you can bake glazed carrots well, oh my gosh, they're so good.
Absolutely. Put a little bit of cinnamon sugar on that stuff.
Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just oil, salt, and pepper too. Keep
Yeah.
it simple.
Absolutely. I'm surprised though you didn't go with orange juice. That's your favorite drink.
Yeah, I don't think it is anymore. Like as shocking as that
Wow.
is, I grew up hear me out, people. I grew up drinking a glass of orange juice every
You
morning,
did.
probably
And
since I was like, I mean, as long as I can remember, but I'm
yeah.
probably closer to probably like 7 years old,
Mhm.
6 years old even.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sugar. It's probably not the healthiest thing to do.
No.
If I didn't have a cup of orange juice in the morning, I'd be like, man, what a miserable day I'm gonna have. And then pretty much after starting to date Lorissa, she was like, you know how much sugar is in orange juice? I was like, not enough. And she's like, no, like an insane amount.
It's
And
a lot.
I started cutting back and started feeling better after not drinking that much orange juice. But it's still good. It's just not my favorite anymore.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even also know how much sugar was into it, I think, until college, where I was like, I never really liked orange juice as a kid. So I was like, oh, maybe in college I should have this health kick. I'll start drinking orange juice. And then I actually looked at the sugar facts. I was like, there's more sugar in this than like 2 cans of Coke. I'm not drinking this anymore.
Yeah, it's more of a treat than
Yeah,
anything anymore.
absolutely. Have
Okay,
it for
continue.
your brunch, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. Pick another one. Carrot cake, gingerbread cookies, mandarin oranges, orange cake, persimmons, salmon.
These all suck.
I know.
I guess
Well, it looks like you couldn't
orange
do chicken
cake?
all the way down, so.
No, I couldn't. Orange cake? I don't. That sounds good. I'll go orange
Okay.
cake. I've never had orange cake.
Really? Not even over carrot cake? Carrot cake's pretty, like, neutral.
I don't like carrot cake actually.
All right, pick another one. Barbecue wings, curry, oranges, pumpkin soup, roast duck, ooh, sweet and sour pork.
Oh, this is tough.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. I'm gonna go curry.
Really? I'm
So
shook.
good. Curry's so good.
You used to never like curry.
I know, and then we started eating more curry, and I
We
love curry.
did. It's pretty yummy. All right, pick another one. Apricots, Doritos, mimosas, talking about orange juice, you know? Classic.
Classic.
Orange chicken, peaches, yams.
Ooh. I feel like orange chicken's actually my least favorite, like
What?
Asian quote unquote chicken. Even though
Right.
Panda
The ones
Express
you can get
created
from
it.
your local Chinese restaurant.
Panda
Yeah.
Express created orange chicken.
They did.
Fun fact.
Mhm.
What was the first one you said?
Apricots.
I don't mind like a dried apricot. And then what was the other one? I'm sorry.
Doritos.
Doritos. Yeah, I'll go Doritos.
Okay.
I think nacho classic Doritos are my least favorite Dorito, but
Wow, slander. That should have been in your controversial corner.
sweet and spicy chili, Cool Ranch, the lime, the blazing lime ones, those are good.
Oh boy. Oh, that was the last one.
Oh, what am I? What am I?
Well, this is what you should do to start kicking off your fall season.
Okay.
So, like I said, listeners, this could inspire you to do this as well. So, Buzzfeed recommends that you should carve a pumpkin.
Oh, yeah, I will. I always do.
Yeah. It says, listen, it's never too early to carve a pumpkin, and if it gets moldy, simply toss it into the compost and carve another. Don't forget to collect and toast your seeds as a reward for your efforts.
Oh, we tried that one year, didn't we?
We did, and I enjoyed it. You did not.
Yeah, I'm not a seed guy.
No. Also, it was hard to get the seasoning to stay in the pumpkin, so if you have an idea or a hack, let us know, because I would love to try that again. Because we'll definitely be carving a pumpkin. I don't know if we'll be doing that to start off our fall season, but
Right.
we try to
That's
do it
definitely
every year.
very like the week before Halloween.
Absolutely. So
Yeah, I feel like this episode gave more of an insight into what I do and don't like to eat.
what are you talking about? This was the perfect way to start off your fall
Right.
season, you know? Like, did it give you the vibes, you know, at least of like thinking about fall and all the good things you could do?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. So we'll be waiting to hear from Sony, Coca-Cola,
Stop.
and Big Soup Industry for a sponsorship. So reach out to us. We are waiting.
All right. Well, thank you for participating with all these fun, silly personality quizzes with
Of
me.
course.
And let us know, listeners, how it was. Let us know how you started your fall season. We'd
Yep.
love to know. And you can let us know on all of our social media outlets. So you can find us on shiftingtones.pod.
Huh?
Wait, what is it again? I apologize.
Shifting Tones Podcast.
Shifting Tones Pod. Yes.
If you just search Shifting Tones Podcast on pretty much any social
Mhm.
media site, we will be there.
Absolutely.
We primarily use Twitter,
Twitter.
Instagram,
Mhm.
and our YouTube, which if you're
Mhm.
not, if you're listening to this on YouTube, thanks, I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely. Thank you. And be a subscriber and ring that notification bell. So
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow us individually.
Yes. At Lorissa.Schaefer. That is my account if you want to buy that t-shirt design that we mentioned earlier in the podcast. Or you can follow Sam at Sir Captain Sam. And Steph wasn't here, so she doesn't get a shout out. So.
What? No, Steph, I'll give you the shout out. Steph, remember this for a future episode. Sam gave you the shout out.
Kidding.
That's at Spiffy Steffi. You can find her. You know what? Go subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Yes.
Follow her on Twitch. Send her $1 billion in the mail. Steph, this is for you. Don't let Lorissa bully you, okay?
I'm kidding. I love you, Steph. Yeah, and we're excited to have you come back on the episode next week. So without further ado, bye!
Bye.